Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to about the 37.
Number 26 is
you look at this Raiders defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Two yards to go, second down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run on first down.
Clinton will take it inside the 25.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Mahomes. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow. I'll go on.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Genty. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd and 6. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Raider, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
19-70
They'll go again with Genty. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Roth. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved here. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Take him down right at
No
the
gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Operating from the gun. Roth. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Moody good with an extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Chiefs 3.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. There's a line. Easy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got it.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
There's a line. 43.
Now back to throw.
And Mahomes will do it himself. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time,
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coach...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
What a great coach has said, football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mahomes going to throw. And he is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Butker's kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Open man is Tucker. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Once again, it's Genty. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down. Roth. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Ginty will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there, and Kansas City 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Clinton. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Yellow. There's a lot, 80. Right side.
On 1st down, Clinton. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back for Cleveland.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the left side. Clinton. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Chiefs 14.
And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing them back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Now he's going to step up and run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Mahomes again. He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. The Chiefs quickly now got to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.